next on SoapNet.
Back from Guatemala and heard from your mother about this miracle. You don't know how happy I am to see you alive.
Thank you. But I'm not alive. I don't know what I am. Come in.
Well, rumor has it that you've been sleeping here these days.
Yeah, I sort of lost track of time.
Yeah? Pico's empty case? Anything new?
Yeah, forensics ran another test on a piece of latex found at the scene.
And?
It's a little vague, but apparently it came from a type of glove used by a lot of police departments.
Well, CS, you could have left it at the scene then.
No, that's one thing they do know. They definitely use a different type. No, according to this report, it was definitely a piece of latex from a glove used by either a cop or an ex-cop.
So far, the police haven't come up with enough against you to bring charges, but I'm concerned about your alibi.
I don't have one.
That's the problem.
No. And I guess I'm gonna go after Tico's killer on my own.
Bad idea.
No, I'm not gonna sit around and let Tico's killer go after Jessica.
What?
Someone's been stalking her.
You have to tell John.
I did. I guess he didn't mention it.
Tell me something. Have you had any response after you posted the reward?
We've had hundreds of tips, all worthless, but I think I know exactly who's behind Todd's disappearance.
You do? Who? A crazy woman named Margaret Cochran.
The search for Todd Manning has come to a dead end.
That's a lie, Margaret, I know of. I wouldn't give up on me, neither would Bigelow.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Mrs. Bigelow had a tragic accident. I'm afraid it was fatal.
Another lie.
Really? Well, at least Mrs. Bigelow won't be going to the police with the name of the clinic that treated you, or the address of our little love nest. How do you suppose she got that?
Did you kill her?
At least we can be sure that no one is ever going to find us. We can stay here in our beautiful Garden of Eden. Here we are. I'm sorry it's canned, but we had to economize. Things are taking a bit longer than I had expected. Now, Todd, how are you going to get your strength back if you you don't eat? Hmm? Why are you being so stubborn after everything I've done for you?
Margaret, you are insane. Kidnapping me for this love nest is one thing, but don't you understand that you've killed somebody now? You've murdered somebody, Margaret, somebody who was innocent, who was simply trying to help me.
Listen, let's talk about something that's more positive. Peter or Victor, what do you think?
There isn't going to be a child. Don't you get it? There's no way.
Oh, yes, there is always a way, Todd. Listen, if I can't get it from you in the old-fashioned way, well, there are other methods.
Going?
I won't be long.
Where are you going?
I'll be back. And you just stay there in that bed until I get back, okay?
Margaret.
I think I remember where Blair is staying.
Don't you dare!
Yes. If I don't, I'll think of it. You know, accidents happen to anyone. Mrs. Bigelow would be the first one to tell you that, but I don't think she can nowadays.
Wait, Margaret, please wait.
Bye, Todd.
Wait! Damn it!
Margaret Cochran? Isn't she the one who took Ace last year?
Mm-hmm. She's been completely obsessed with Todd ever since she met him. I should have thought of it earlier.
Well, did you go to the police with this?
Yeah. Bo has an APB out for Todd, but he won't go after Margaret because he doesn't have any just cause. But I guess I'm going to have to give him a reason.
Oh, that is not a good idea. Come on, if your suspicions are correct, she's dangerous.
Well, right now, Vicky, so am I.
Okay, so then what's the name of the paper again?
The Basilton Standard.
Basilton.
It's a small paper, but try to remember the name. It's important. Every interview is important.
I will, I promise. I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
You're gonna be great. You're thinking too much. Just relax, be yourself.
Okay. I'll try.
Yeah, how about an egg white omelet instead? You need your protein.
Right. You know, I know that you picked this outfit out, and I love it. I really do. It's nice, but, well, it's a little tight, and I was thinking maybe that I would go home and get changed instead.
You know, there's an easy remedy for that. I can get you back in to see Dr. Arliss.
Listen, Hayes, I'm not...
You still pushing her to get liposuction, huh?
No, not that it's any of your business, but Dr. Arliss says she's an excellent candidate.
I haven't decided to go through with it yet.
Yeah, but I'm certain you don't appreciate Dr. McBain's constant interference with your career.
What am I supposed to do, Marcy? Stop caring about you?
John and I are trying to keep our professional and personal lives separate.
So I guess I shouldn't expect any more inside information.
No, you shouldn't.
It's not easy, is it?
You should know that better than anyone. Stay out of trouble.
I will.
Antonio.
Vicky.
You got a minute?
Of course.
Look, I understand you were with Jessica when she found that note in her room.
Yes, I was.
Okay, do you realize that's the second incident inside the house? Now, Jesse doesn't want me to go to the police, but I don't see how I can avoid it.
Well, you shouldn't. You should report it anyway.
Yeah. You know, I'm having locks changed, and then I've called for extra security, but can you think of anything else I can do to keep her safe?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can.
I'll never be happy with Antonio.
Hi.
Morning.
Oh, you look exhausted. I didn't get much sleep. Christian was having his nightmares again.
Really? Did he say what they were about?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Nightmares are usually about what you can't face when you're awake.
The Christian Vega everyone knew might as well have died. Because I'm not that man.
Why do you say that?
This guy that everybody seemed to like, this painter, this man that did anything for his family, anything to make his wife happy. I don't feel like him. People keep telling me I don't act like him either.
How are you different?
I'm angry all the time. I lash out at people I'm supposed to care about. And I've done some pretty terrible things.
Your mother told me about your ordeal on that ship. It certainly is enough to change a man, but I know you, Christian.
Do you? Because I don't know you. I don't know anything about you, except for what little I've read in here.
What is that?
This? This is my life, Father. It has all this information on people that I'm supposed to know and things that have happened to me that I don't remember.
I don't understand.
I know nothing about my life before I was on that ship. It's all a big blank. What I did, who I was. This is the only part of Christian Vega I have left. This and what I've done since I came back. And I really hope God can forgive me for that.
Christian? What do you say?
I shouldn't be talking about Christian. Well, Natalie, you can't keep it all bottled up inside. You gotta believe me when I tell you I want to help Christian, too. John thinks that he's dangerous. Well, what do you think? I know that Christian's hurting and that obviously something's torturing him, but I don't believe that he could ever hurt anyone. I wish that he felt comfortable talking to me about it. It hurts when someone you love won't confide in you. You mean, like Antonio did to you? We were talking about Christian. Same thing, isn't it? No, it's not at all. You and Christian are married, and Antonio and I don't know what Antonio and I are. I'm gonna go look for Christian. I'll see you guys later.
Everything quiet since last night?
I really don't want to talk about it, okay?
No, it's not okay.
Do we really have to get into this right now?
Your mother agrees. She's at the police station making a report right now.
What? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she knew you would be against it, and because I told her to go ahead.
Well, it's great. It's just great. But what's going to happen when they find out that the person doing all these crazy things is Christian? What do you think that's going to do to Natalie?
I don't think it is Christian, but I'm going to find out.
How?
By staying right here. I'm going to stay at Landfair until I find out who's harassing you.
Christian? Why do you want God to forgive you?
I've disappointed people I love.
Christian, no.
No, Mom, listen. I want to ask you something. When you first saw me that I was home, you looked at me and you said something wasn't right. What did you mean?
It's hard to explain.
Please, try.
Come. When you were a young boy, I saw something different in your eyes. It was like a little light. Like a reflection of all the beauty you saw around you. You saw life through the eyes of an artist. And when I saw you that day, the first time I saw you, it was gone. The light was out. I know that you were still in there somewhere. But you were looking out at the world with very different eyes. Deeply troubled eyes. And as happy as I was to have my son back home with me, I began to pray that God would just give me back my son with the light in his eyes. That he'd make him whole again. I'm still praying, Christian.
Well, the only interesting thing is this latex was from a glove that isn't manufactured anymore, so whoever used the glove must have had it for a while.
What are you doing?
Check and see who the manufacturer is. Well, it could just be a coincidence. But hey, Larry. Yeah, hey, who's the manufacturer on that latex glove? Really? No, thanks.
Get it?
Klesko Industries. It's a pretty rare make. I know this because it's the kind of glove that I use.
What are you saying? These are your gloves?
I never liked the department issue. So I found the supplier that had some stock left. I'm pretty sure I got his last few boxes.
John, there are a lot of people who have access to this office who can come in here and take your gloves and leave.
I keep them at home. Maybe I better check my alibi for the night Tico was killed.
Ha ha.
Bad joke?
Very. Don't ever try and tell jokes when you're exhausted. You're terrible at it. I'm about to go see Evangeline, as a matter of fact. Would you like me to send her your way?
No, thanks. I'm okay.
You two okay?
Is there any other questions?
I figured as much. Any message you'd like me to give her?
No, I'm fairly sure I'll be seeing her later, thank you.
Fairly sure? I like that as an answer. All right. By the way, not that it's any of my business, but of course it's going to be. Some unsolicited advice from somebody who knows. Don't let your job get in the way. It'll become more important than the people that you love.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Thanks for the coffee.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Get some sleep.
Dr. McBain? Hey, it's me, it's John. Hey. Hey, look. Can you come by the station? I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, what's up?
I'll tell you when you get here. I need to run by my place and pick something up and put on a clean shirt. I'll be back here in an hour.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I'll see you then, Michael.
Listen, I have to take off, but do me a favor. Promise me that you talk to me before you do anything drastic.
I suppose you're the authority on what she needs.
I used to be.
Marcy, we need to finish prepping for your interview.
Okay.
You got an interview about your book?
Yeah, it's for a newspaper. A really small one, though. It's not a big deal.
Really great, Marcy.
I'm really nervous. Thank God it's not for television, right? Because at least no one will see what I look like.
You look beautiful. All you gotta do is be yourself.
That's what Hayes said.
Really? Why is it he keeps trying to turn you into somebody else?
If you'll excuse us, we really do have some work to finish.
Knock him dead, kid. You did great.
Thanks, Michael.
See you around.
Absolutely not.
It's not open for discussion.
Fine. Okay, great. Move in here. You can have my room. I just won't live here anymore.
Then I'll follow you. And if you run away, I'll find you. I'm going to stick by you, Jessica, whether you like it or not, or until whoever it is makes their next move.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because you need protection.
That's absolutely ridiculous, Antonio. Who's ever doing this to me, they haven't tried to hurt me at all.
Not yet.
What makes you think that they're going to?
Look, whoever it is, we don't know why they're doing this to you, but it might be Tico's killer. Have you ever thought about that? And if it is, he knows that when you get your memory back, you can identify him.
Or maybe it's just somebody trying to warn me to stay away from you. Which I am trying to do, Antonio. Hello? Mom, great. Can you please tell Antonio that he can't stay here and guard me?
No. Honey, I think Antonio being here is an excellent idea.
I'm glad I wouldn't give up on you. be a way out. There's gotta be a way out.
Oh, Blair. What a surprise. Come on in. I was just having some tea if you would like some. I could, get you...
Where is he? Where the hell's Todd?
I lived on a farm with my father and lived in barely nothing with my mom and my stepdad.
Roxy, in many ways, is my favorite character that I've ever done.
Jacob and Eileen, the full story in their words on Soapography. Today at 6, only on SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps. Sundays are...
And I have notified the police, and they're going to send a police cruiser by the house several times every night.
Great, and Bo's a phone call away, so that should be enough.
No, I'm going to feel much better knowing that Antonio is down the hall.
Mom,
Jessica, come on. You have to be sensible, sweetheart. We have to make sure that you are safe until we figure out who is behind all of this.
Well, I think that we all know that it's Christian.
No, we don't.
Why, because he told you?
I wasn't going to say anything. But what happened on that elevator at the gallery wasn't an accident. Someone tampered with the cable. Now, I believe whoever did it expected you to be on there instead of Christian and me.
Oh, my God.
I don't have all the facts yet. But you need to understand that this is serious. Christian could have been killed had that cable snapped, and Christian risked his life for mine.
Not right away, he didn't.
He froze for a moment. It happens.
I'm sure it does. Or maybe he was trying to get on the elevator before you to sabotage it. And the only reason that you two are still alive is because you didn't have time to finish the job.
Jessica!
I don't believe that. And neither do you.
Really? Well, you know, you're the one with the theories, Antonio. That's just another one.
Excuse me. I have to make a phone call.
You think that Christian sabotaged the elevator? Natalie, you said it yourself. John said that Christian's dangerous. I said that to you in confidence, and I also said that I do not believe it. Natalie, I am sorry. But can you really look me in the eye and tell me that you completely trust Christian? Can you tell me that he isn't capable of doing that?
I still see the pain in your eyes, Mijo. But I see something else there now, too.
What?
I see God answering my prayers. There's a flicker of that old light again. As if your faith and your passion for life is being ignited again. They're coming back.
Well, if it is, it's because of Natalie. And all I do is hurt her.
That can't be true.
Look, I'm afraid if I stay here, I'll just keep hurting her more.
What? You're not thinking of leaving Landview, are you?
Maybe it's for the best. Hey, maybe it's the only way I can keep everyone safe.
Come on, man. You've been in worse jams than this. You gotta get to Blair.
Where is he, Margaret? Where's Todd?
Excuse me?
Where the hell is Todd? I know you did something with him.
How could I have done something with Todd?
I don't know, Margaret, but you did. You got him to write that phony goodbye letter, and then you did something to him. And I'm not going to leave this stinking apartment until you tell me where the hell he is.
No, poor Blair. You must be desperate for some explanation after being dumped on your wedding day. Where is Todd? I haven't seen Todd since the last time I saw the two of you together before the wedding that he walked out on.
Okay, you listen to me, you crazy bitch. I know you did something with him, and I'm going to find him. And when I do, you're not going to go back to St. Anne's.
You're gonna go to Statesville where the real crazies are.
Oh, well, perhaps you're the one that should be institutionalized. Oh, you seem very demented. Well, look all you want. He isn't here.
I think I will. Mrs. Bigelow knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she knew, and, yeah, she told me. And I was gonna go meet her. But you beat me to her, didn't you? She didn't just accidentally fall out of a window, now did she, Margaret?
You think I pushed her? Should you be standing where you are right now?
Please don't leave me again, Christian. I just got you back.
I don't want to leave, Mommy, but you know how you say that you can see the pain in my eyes? Well, I can see the pain in Natalie's eyes. And I'm the one that keeps hurting.
Christian, no pain could come close to what we felt when we thought that we'd lost you forever. Natalie and I loved you so much. I know she'd gladly spend the rest of her life working things out with you.
She shouldn't have to.
But she wants to because she loves you.
I love her too.
Then have faith, Mio. That glimmer in your eyes is getting brighter. Turn those bright eyes to look forward to the future. I believe that good times are ahead.
I hope so.
Te quiero mucho. I'll see you later at the diner, okay?
You must kill Tico Santi. But killing Santi is only the beginning. You have more to do. Someone else must die.
Oh my God, just look at this. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Christian would never, ever trash your room or tamper with the elevator.
That's what you say today, Natalie, but it's not what you said other days.
But I never accused him of trying to kill somebody.
What about the mugger that you thought he was going to shoot? What about the bartender? What about John?
Jessie, that's enough.
What do you mean that's enough? Why is everybody in this family so blind? When are you going to see that the Christian that came back to us is not the sweet and loving Christian that we know? What has to happen before you guys realize that?
You don't believe her, do you?
Honey, the Christian that I have known for all these years is absolutely not capable of hurting anyone, okay? Now, I know that Christian has changed, but I don't think he's changed that much, no.
Then what's wrong with her?
She's afraid, okay? She's really afraid. And that's why Antonio is going to be staying here until we get to the bottom of this.
Well, he knows that it's not Christian.
I know what Jessica just said to you hurt you terribly. Natalie? What?
I'm scared too, Mom.
What are you scared of?
Christian. Mom, I've been giving him his time, and it's like he's not getting better. He keeps having the headaches, and he keeps having the nightmares, and what if he never gets better? What am I supposed to do then?
Hello?
Before you say another word, let me see it. Let me see the bling. Oh, my goodness. For a
ring like that, I'd marry Daniel Colson.
Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But I have to admit, I'm still a little shocked. I mean, I had no idea you were thinking about marriage. Scary. I wasn't thinking about marriage. Obviously, Daniel was thinking about marriage. Then he brought it up, and I don't know, I couldn't think of why not. You know, they have a lot in common, and we get along so well. And after last night, I know we get along a lot better than I thought we ever would. What happened last night? Well,
never mind.
Yeah.
None of my business.
Never mind. None of my business. You'd be begging for the details. No. It just was, you know, circumstances what they were. Never could get around to it sooner. But... Okay, now that we've talked about me and whatnot, it's your turn. Why is John sleeping at the station? Well, he wanted to come over last night, but I thought it best to go home alone. Because it's wonderful when we're together. Oh, okay, well, that makes perfect sense. Physically, it's wonderful, but lately he seems to be a million miles away emotionally, and I want more than that. You know, I can't be physically intimate with John if he's not being emotionally intimate with me.
Thanks for coming down, Mikey.
Oh, no problem. It sounded important.
Yeah. Hey, look, you recognize these?
Yeah. They're like the ones that you gave me when I told you I was allergic to the ones at the hospital. I was going to ask where you got them, because I'm almost out.
They're not made anymore. You and I seem to have the only ones left.
Well, that's too bad.
No kidding. Especially since Santi's murderer was wearing a pair the night he pulled the plug.
You're the one that should be worried, Margaret. You see, I've had my own personal experiences with windows.
Oh, it's getting cold in here. You're letting out all the heat. Well, you've looked, you've seen the Totters in here, so now you can leave.
You been out of town lately, Margaret? Oh, you have a lot of unopened mail here.
Those are just bills.
Looks like about a couple of weeks' worth, Margaret.
Listen, I really would like you to leave now.
Why are you so nervous, Margaret?
I'm not nervous. Why should I be nervous?
Because I'm not buying a word that you're saying, that's why.
Well, maybe I should just call the police and have them settle this.
That would be great. Why don't you just do that?
Oh, fine. I will.
You know, I think the real villain here is the Tico Santi case. John's a cop and you're a defense attorney. That's part of it, but not all of it. We have so much fun together, Nora. And he's so good to me that I want him to let me in completely. You know, men aren't really comfortable with that. With what? Sharing their feelings or their emotions or who they are? No, I want the kind of connection with John that's so deep, I'm not even fazed by whatever connection he might have with Natalie. Evangeline, John's with you, not Natalie. John McBain is with himself. That's where he's most comfortable.
You give a pair of these to anyone?
No.
Keep any sort of count of how many you used?
No, I mean, I keep them locked up in my locker at work.
Here's what gets complicated, Michael. You were the doctor on duty the night that Santi was killed.
What are you saying, John? You think that I murdered Tico Santi? John?
I'm gonna go pack a bag.
Can we talk about this for a minute, please?
No.
Fine. Great. You're living here. Wonderful. And I'm sure this has nothing whatsoever to do with wanting to get back together.
No, it doesn't.
Liar.
Look, Jess, you can think whatever you want, but I'm not going anywhere until I find out who's doing this.
And if it happens to be Christian, are you going to believe it?
I don't think it is Christian, and I'm going to prove it. And I'm not going to put any pressure on you about us. That's a promise.
Great. Well, I appreciate that. I guess I'll see you around.
You can count on that.
I had some very, very difficult times with Ben, you know. He would never tell me when he was in danger because of his father's old crime connections. I mean, I know now that he was trying to protect me, but I hated being shut out of his life like that. You know, and there were a lot of times when I didn't know if I could take it.
So what did you do?
I love Ben so much. And I just kept telling myself that I loved him. And eventually, thank God, that was enough.
I love Christian, too.
I know. So much. No.
Cable cutters.
I've committed a terrible sin, God. I killed a man. Please forgive me. I couldn't stop myself. I can't turn myself in. I can't leave Natalie. I love her. Oh, God, please make us stop.
You must kill someone who is hated and another who is loved.
Stay tuned for scenes from the net.
On the next One Life to Live. What did McBain tell you?
He thinks that I could be in danger.
Ace is a Buchanan, and we have got to get him back.
I would like nothing better